I created this eye look using the Jaclyn Hill original palette. If you would like to see how I created this look, then keep watching. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit, and I'm starting out with my brows already done, and I'm just priming my eyes with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, just adding that all over my lid and blending it out. And here we have the Jaclyn Hill original palette, and I have the very first one with her initials in the back. I did hear that the new ones don't have it, but I'm using this cranberry shade. It's like a cranberry brown kind of, which is a very nice transition shade. So I'm just adding that to my crease and blending it all out. Next, I'm going to dip back into the palette and I'm going to use this mustard yellow shade, and I'm just going to use that to the edges of that cranberry shade and just blend out those edges. And now going in with an even more deeper cranberry shade, I'm using this one right here, and I'm just going to add that to the outer portion of my eye, and then I'm going to blend it in a little bit into my crease. You'll see how I do it right here. And then I just go back and forth with the mustard yellow and the two cranberries, making sure that the two are all blended nice and even. And then I just use that same concealer and I cut my crease. Well, I cut my lid, and just making sure that the shape is nice and even on both eyes. And then I'll be using this very soft pink kind of rose, like a light rose gold shade, which is a nice shimmer shade for the lid. And then I just go back in with the deeper cranberry and just do a little bit more blending now that my crease is cut, so I can, just see how the colors are placed on my eyes better. So I did go off camera and add my liner and lashes, and the lashes that I am using are by the Makeup Shack, and they are in the style Dubai. And then since today is very, very hot and we're going to be outside, we need to add some SPF. So I'm using the Too Faced moisturizer. This one has SPF 25. And I'm also going to use my Farsali Skin Tone Blur. Now this is a very pricey product, but I just like the way that it blurs out my skin. So whenever I want to be extra beat, I do go in and use this, and I need to purchase a full size. And then next, also by Farsali, I'm using the Rose Gold Skin Mist. I just like the way that this makes my makeup look. And of course, to prime, I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And for foundation, I'm using the Cover FX Power Play foundation, and I love this foundation. The only thing that I don't like is the packaging. It is very hard for me to squeeze out the foundation. I mean, it was a cute look, but for some of us, you know, that packaging is so hard to squeeze out that product. So I'm just blending that out all over my skin, and I hope you guys are loving my new setup, my new background. I kicked my son out of his room, so I'm like, you know what? You're gonna have to let mommy have this room for her videos, and he wasn't very happy, but you know what? Mommy is the boss. So I'm just adding some more of that foundation to my forehead, and I'm using one of my brow brushes just to make sure I get that foundation up close to my brows. And then I'm also using the Cover FX Power Play concealer as well. It's very close to my skin tone, so I just go in with a tiny bit of the Too Faced concealer just to add a little bit of brightness to my under eye. And then I just blend that out with a Real Techniques setting brush, and I also add a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well. And to set my under eye, I'm using my Mercier translucent setting powder. And like I mentioned before, those products that I use for prep, look at how nice and flawless and airbrushed my skin is already looking, and I haven't even finished my makeup yet. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the deeper cranberry to my bottom lash line, and then I just blend out with the lighter one. So I'm going from dark to light. Next, I'm using this Too Faced Born This Way foundation powder, and I'm using that to set my foundation, which I am absolutely loving. The only thing is that Chai is a tad bit too dark for me, so I just wish that they would come out with a shade to match my foundation shade, which is Butter Pecan. And then I'm just going to use the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara on my lower lashes. And then dipping back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm using this very light shade and popping that into my inner tear duct. And for blush, I'm using this Laura Geller blush, which is in the shade Rose Water. And I don't know, something about big blushes, they don't seem to come off on me. I mean, I'm really digging into that blush, and I barely see it on my cheeks. And I just set with the Evian facial spray. And then for highlighter, I'm using the Artist Couture Diamond Glow highlighter in the shade Conceited, and adding that to everywhere I like to highlight my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, and I also add some on my forehead in a little bit. And for liner, I'm using the ColourPop and Makeup Shayla BFF4 to line my lips. And also the ColourPop Makeup Shayla, this is in the shade Slowdown. This is the liquid lip, the nude one, not the pinky one, the nude one. And I didn't like the way that it was looking, so I went ahead and grabbed my Fenty gloss in the shade Fussy, and I just added that to my lips, and that just brought everything together for me. And then I'm going to set once again with my Cover FX High Performance Setting Mist. I'm trying to do better with showing you guys the products because I know before my lighting was off, so I'm hoping I'm doing a better job. And this just locks all of my makeup in place, and this is the final look. And I'm just going to zoom you all in. Look at my skin, look how flawless this is. I hope that you have enjoyed, and make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.